You're listening to Counterclockwise, where we decide the best of unimportant categories, like who wins a fight between two random entities. That was a weird word to use. That dude over there, the brother man over there across the table. I forgot to write a new thing for this episode. That dude over there is my favorite brother, Brandon Wise. How are you, buddy?
You know, I'm like mentally checked out.
Yeah.
I've been mentally checked out for about a week. And, you know,
It's been a weird week.
It's been a weird week. I just haven't been myself. It's been, you know, a lot of stuff going on in my life. And just, you know what? But at the end of the day, you gotta, you know, you get out of bed, you get up, you walk up the stairs, you pull out the chair, you sit down, and you put the microphone in your big stupid face, and you start. We start recording, so...
I didn't know where you were going with that at first. Walking up the stairs. Where are we going up the stairs?
And, going up the stairs and going down the stairs. And
going up the sideways.
And going down the sideways stairs.
Anyway, I'm Tyler Wise, and up next...
Don't stand on the tracks when the train's coming through, butthead.
Ultimate Showdown, number 3, I believe, coming up in about 23 seconds.
Are you ready?
You are looking live of my manifesto. They're fighting. They're swinging. Down goes Anderson. Down goes Anderson. I don't want a piece of you. I want the whole thing. Right through the glass window of the barbershop. Ding, ding.
So I had my first experience with an internet troll recently.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It wasn't a big altercation, if you want to call it that, but it was the first time where it was just a person, an anonymous person on the internet just wanted to be an ass for no reason.
Was it first name, lot of letters, or first name, lot of numbers?
No, it was like a doodle for a profile photo, and then like 3 random words that I can't remember. But I don't think it was like a bot, but I mean it could have been. But it was just some random person with no name. And because it was a post it was gonna be for the podcast, and then I ended up not even posting the link because I was so pissed off about it. And it really wasn't even that bad either. Because I posted something about our most recent episode. This was on Threads, by the way, which used to be the good app. But then all the trolls came.
Trolls find everything.
But then the Fire Nation attacked. You probably don't get that reference.
I don't.
Yeah, it's a little bit young. A little bit young for you.
Okay.
It's The Last Airbender, if you're familiar. Nope. See, that's why I said it was a little young for you. Honestly, it's a little young for me, but I digress.
Is that like the Naruto?
I mean, I think it's considered anime. I don't know. It's probably in the same general ballpark.
Okay.
It's the same county, at least.
Same county.
Anyway. So back to my internet troll. Yeah, I was posting something, and it was because our last episode was about letters. Yeah. So I just said something about how Q should just be eliminated. Like, it doesn't matter. And a lot of the responses were negative, but like they like at least had a reason, and they were just like being assholes. They were like, oh, yeah, Q has lots of uses, yada, yada, whatever. You know, some people called me idiot. I was like, okay, that's fine. I don't care. But then this guy was just like specifically just had to be an asshole, like just to be an asshole. Yeah. Like he called me an edgelord. You know what an edgelord is?
What?
I had to Google it. I was like, I've heard that term. I don't even know what it means. It's basically somebody who puts shit online like just to stir up a reaction, which is I mean, technically that is what I was doing. But like most people, I feel like use that when you're saying something like political or saying something that like actually matters, not the letter fucking Q. Like, who cares?
Imagine getting so triggered.
Yeah. And, yeah, and he like made some comment that didn't even make sense about my like screen name.
It never does.
And I was like, I don't even follow what you're saying. And then he put my name in quotes. I'm like, what does that mean? I don't know. I think you had a point, but you didn't express it very well in the text. So I don't know. And then I was just irrationally upset about this thing.
Yeah.
I was like, this is dumb. This is stupid. I shouldn't care. And then I was thinking about it for the next 12 hours. It was just one of those situations.
I always see comments that are like, just ignore the trolls. It's like, you don't understand. It's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah.
It's easy to get sucked into that.
Yeah. And like the last like sentence of it was, I think it said, "Be better, Tyler," and that's when he put my name in quotes, and I didn't understand it. But it just said, "Be better, Tyler." And
if that is your real name.
And again, coming from a guy who just has like 3 random nouns as a username, but yeah. So my only response to "Be better, Tyler" was, "Will do, champ," and then a thumbs up emoji. Mm-hmm. I was like, "Oh, that'll get him." I don't know. It was funny in my head, but yeah. And then they just didn't respond, of course. But
at least you get comments on your stuff that you post.
Well, you're on Facebook, aren't you? You do the Facebook stuff.
I do the Facebook stuff.
Yeah. Well, Facebook, I feel like doesn't get spread as much. On Threads, it just kind of goes to random people.
That's true.
When I post on Twitter, I don't get anything.
No.
I think the Threads algorithm is just it's kind of like TikTok where it just kind of throws it wherever it sees fit. It's not like you don't have to have any connections to the people. It's just kind of like, you're interested in these 3 random words. I'll throw this at you. You've said the word letters in your Threads one time, so here's another one. But anyway,
where are we at on making our intro video for our TikTok?
We are at 0.
Cool. Cool.
We're in the, what do they call that in the film industry? We're in the
pre-production.
Pre-production. There we go. That's where we're at.
Yeah.
We're at script.
Are we even at script? I texted you an idea and you said, let's do it.
Well, yeah. Next step is write the script. Yeah, we do need to do that. I feel like it won't take that long either. At least the recording part.
No.
Thank
you for being a friend.
That's the other thing. We gotta like find music that's not
copyrighted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should just have somebody.
You want to get
write a song for
You want to
us.
get your band back together real quick?
Just to record
Just to record that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't talk to any of those people anymore. Anyway, we don't need to get into that. Here's some people that probably don't talk to each other anymore. That was a terrible segue.
What the fuck?
We're starting our Ultimate Showdown.
goodness.
Number 3. Ultimate Showdown 3. That's what we decided.
You're like
we
for the world on segues, just so you know.
Hey, at least I'm trying.
Fair enough.
So, hopefully the people out there know how Ultimate Showdown works at this point. If you don't, here's a brief explanation. It's basically like a wrestling promo or wrestling fight card.
Yeah.
So we're going to go through some matches here. We're going to figure out who wins.
Come up with hypothetical winners.
So before we get into the real nitty gritty here, I have some dark matches for you.
Mm-hmm.
And when you proposed this to me, you got down on one knee and proposed it.
Mm-hmm.
You said that you didn't really want it to be themed this time because a lot of our other ones were themed, but somehow. So you wanted it to be a little more loose, a little more off the rails. So
let's do it.
So here we are. First one. I'm making myself laugh.
I don't like
again.
that pause.
Yeah. The first one is Tom Cruise. We all know Tom Cruise versus Tom Cruise, inventor of the hover round. Hover around the power wheelchair with the rounded front bumper. Gets around corners nice and easily. It's like a 0-turn radius. But yeah, Tom Cruise, spelled with a K. Tom Cruise, inventor of the hover round. I think Tom Cruise with a K, hover around Tom Cruise. I think he might have the size advantage, but I think ultimately Cruise takes that one.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So then the next one, some fun with names again. We got Gronk versus Pronk.
Come on.
Versus Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove. To fill everybody in case you're not sports fans, or Cleveland sports fans specifically. Gronk, Rob Gronkowski, a tight end for the Patriots, etc. Pronk was the nickname for Travis Hafner, the first baseman / DH, mostly DH for the Cleveland Indians back in the early aughts.
Literally had a section in the outfield named after him because he could hit a ball so far.
Yeah, up in the mezzanine, the second middle deck thing out there. And then Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove, the big dude, voiced by that guy that voices every third character in a cartoon. So yeah, I think just by size alone, the size of his pectorals, I think Kronk takes that one. And then
you think Kronk? Yeah, interesting. Okay.
Have you seen that guy? He's humongous.
I know who you're talking about, but I'm just saying Rob Gronkowski's a psychopath.
That is true.
He's a frat boy psychopath.
I don't know. I think maybe it's a tough one, or maybe it's a tough match.
It's a dark match, so I can't argue.
Yeah, he is an athlete, so maybe he does take it. I don't know. Rematch. Maybe there was some funny business going on.
Yeah, it'll get the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah,
blow off match.
Yeah. So next one, last dark match we got. We got the 12 Angry Men from 12 Angry Men versus the 8 Men Out from 8 Men Out.
12 Angry Men's the movie from what? 50s? 54 or something?
Yeah, probably 50s. It's in black and white. It's got that one dude in it. The guy who's the dad of the two other ones.
Yep.
Fonda. What's the dad's name? It's not Peter.
Henry.
It's not Jane. Henry. Thank you. Got them all. Gotta catch them all.
Pokemon?
Fondas.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, the 12 Angry Men, they're the men on a jury. And then 8 Men Out is about the
White Sox,
the Chicago Black Sox scandal.
Yeah.
So, unsurprisingly, the 12 Angry Men take it by disqualification. I thought you'd like that one. Okay, so getting into our first real match here, first on camera match.
Yep.
So remember, you asked me to go a little off the rails. So here we go. We have the conductor from Polar Express.
Oh,
versus Sir Topham Hatt from Thomas the Tank Engine.
Round 1.
Oh my god.
You're looking up a picture of him?
Yeah, I gotta refresh. Why is So I typed in the name, Sir Topham Hatt.
Yeah.
Literally the first result is from Wikipedia. It says, the Fat Controller.
Yeah, apparently that's his real name, or that's his, the first name that he goes by in the books is the Fat Controller.
I remember that. It's just, I forgot.
Yeah.
I remember.
I think they call him that a couple times, but in the show, I think he's almost always referred to as Sir Topham Hatt, but sometimes they call him the Fat Controller or the Fat Director or whatever.
All right.
But yeah.
And what was I've never seen Polar Express.
It's just the conductor. I don't think he has a name. He's one of the 4 characters played by Tom Hanks. He kind of looks like Tom Hanks, but with a mustache.
All right.
He's kind of other than the kids, he's probably the main character.
Oh, he kind of looks like
Ned Flanders almost.
Yeah. I don't know who the actor's name is. Remember in the movie Air Bud?
He's not enough to know actors.
Well, he was the guy that was Air Bud's owner.
Oh, okay.
The old guy that was Air Bud's owner and took Air Bud and then lost him again, but he was a real shitbag.
Oh, yeah.
He kind of looks like him.
Yeah, I don't remember offhand.
Okay. I don't even know where to start with this matchup.
So I'll tell you the stipulation. Well, first off, this is an off the rails match.
Of course it is.
The rules are last man. So it's fought on
the
train tracks.
On the tracks or on a train?
on the tracks.
Just the tracks.
On the tracks itself.
Okay.
So it's the last man to remain inside the rails wins.
So it's kind of like a sumo match for railroads.
Yeah, just a very long, narrow sumo match.
So realistically, you could just run.
Yeah. So there's no length boundary,
Right.
just the width boundary. You can use as much track as you want. And you're eliminated, similar to like a Royal Rumble.
I was just gonna ask, is it
it's
like
2 feet? Once you get 2 feet out, then you're eliminated.
So if Kofi Kingston was in this match, he'd win, most likely.
Yeah, he would just do a handstand forever and be fine. So no weapons except what's in their pockets as their normal characters, and I'll explain that a little bit because you don't know who the conductor is. And then, that was the last thing, no length boundary. But so the conductor, he has this little hole punch. I think that might be the only thing in his pocket. He's got a hole punch to punch tickets. And then he wears glasses, so that could be important. And then Sir Topham Hatt, I don't know that he has anything other than maybe like a stopwatch.
He wears those stupid semicircle ones.
Do they go over his ears, or they're not like the pinchy ones?
No,
like
they go over his ears,
okay. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, and then I don't know that Sir Topham Hatt has any objects.
That's never going to not be funny when you say it.
And he might have like I assume since he's so well dressed, he might have like a watch in a pocket somewhere, maybe.
God, all these...
And he's got a top hat, obviously.
Obviously, it's been a long time since I watched Thomas the Tank Engine, but... My God, those characters are so creepy.
Yeah, they're weird. Especially some of the faces they make. They're like extra creepy.
Because they were like they were like wooden dolls.
Yeah.
So it was like
and their eyes move. But the rest of their face doesn't really.
Yeah, and they have the weird eye, like the weird, like weirdly pointed, sharp eyebrows.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, they're really expressive, but only like it's very minimally.
Yeah.
They just like change all of a sudden. Yeah, it's kind of creepy. So here's what I have. I have the conductor. He's quicker. He's quick thinking in a pinch. He can improv pretty easily in some dangerous situations. He's also pretty dexterous. I don't know if you're familiar with any scenes from the Polar Express, but he does this thing where he like punches holes in the tickets, but he like does it. He like spells out a word with the hole punch, which is pretty cool. He does it really fast.
I don't really know how
he does it behind the back.
Okay, but I really don't.
He's dexterous. Is all I'm saying.
I don't really know how that comes into play in this match.
I don't know either. But he might be able to figure something out.
I think Sir Hat has the size advantage.
Yeah, he's definitely heavier. He could use the sumo strategy.
And I feel like in his spare time of not talking trains, I feel like in his spare time he's had a couple backyard brawls before.
You think so? He's like a bare knuckler.
No, maybe not necessarily a bare knuckler, but like he's one of those like overly like way too aggressive uncles who like he sees his nephew for the first time, his like 13-year-old nephew. He's like, "Hey, you want to wrestle?" And then just like takes it too far. So I think he has a little experience in like that, or he at least just looks like he would have experience in that.
Yeah, he definitely. I could see him definitely like having like one too many whiskeys and getting a little aggressive.
I just feel like he's definitely coming in this match on something. Whereas the conductor, he looks a bit like a very well dressed, like a straight cut.
He's very put together. He's got a temper though. We do see that in the movie a couple times. He's also, I feel like he's pretty nimble for being such a put together guy.
Fair.
And again, he's got the distance. He could use that to his advantage. I don't know that that Topham Hatt he's got the range.
But I think the glasses have to come into effect here at some point because I don't know.
I feel like they're not. I forgot that they were the little half moon glasses.
Mm-hmm. But
so
I feel like
they might just be like reading glasses. So like if he loses them, he's probably not going to be at it too much of a disadvantage.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know about this one.
I guess my point would be like, I feel like if they got knocked off, he would be distracted in that half second.
Yeah, I think
just enough for.
I think Hatt just uses his weight to the advantage.
Yeah,
it's just gonna be hard to move that tub.
Of all the people I would think would have an off the rails match, it would be Sir Hat.
Yeah,
straight up, just
I feel like
a fake match that's never happened. I feel like he's like fantasized about something like this.
all that time watching trains moving around.
Because if you really think about it,
I could move things better than these trains.
Who knows if the trains are actually talking and it's not just a figment of his imagination? So maybe he's just psycho.
He's just losing it.
Maybe he's just a crazy guy.
Maybe.
And so that show is from the perspective of Sir Topham Hatt.
Yeah, maybe
that's why the trains are creepy and they talk, because that's how he sees himself.
He's on like PCP or something
for sure.
Yeah,
he took whatever the Beatles took when they went to India.
Okay, I think we're both in agreement. I think between weight, strength, and substances, I think Sir Topham Hatt takes this one. It's a knockdown drag out, but I think Hatt takes it.
Hatt takes it. Ding ding.
All right. Now, while we're on trains, you're gonna hate me for this one. A personal favorite of yours, Shinsu Chu versus a chupacabra. It's a Chu match. I knew you were gonna hate it.
Round 2.
Are you playing off of that our minor league baseball episode?
I remembered it as I thought of this, but no. I thought choo. Where can I go with choo? And Shinsu Chu, perfect. So this is because you can't really control a chupacabra. It's a death match. Not to get dark on us, but
yeah.
There's really no other way it could go.
Like, I love Chu. I love Shinsu Chu.
Yeah, but here's the kicker. To even it out a little bit, Chu gets his bat. He gets a bucket of baseballs, and he gets his patented double ear flap helmet.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got a little defense. He's got some weaponry. So here's
real quick.
Yeah.
How awesome would prime Shinsu Chu be on the current Guardians team right now?
Oh, I know.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Perfect. Just stick him in right field.
That's our right fielder right there.
Oh my God. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway,
back to a chupacabra.
We're daydreaming.
Yeah.
So here's some I don't know. I can't remember what they call it in sports, but here's the byline. I don't know. That's not right.
Okay.
Chupacabra is about 4 to 5 feet tall, thin and wiry, very sinewy. He's got strong legs for long jumps. He can jump pretty far. Long claws, glowing red eyes, back spikes, blood-sucking fangs. Obviously, that's how he sucks the goats dry. Shinsu Chu, 5'11", 205 pounds, 16 MLB seasons, 218 home runs, career 445 slugging.
I also think he served in the South Korean military.
There you go.
He's got military experience.
Yeah.
But he doesn't get a bat or a gun, so he only gets a bat. Yeah. So,
I'm sure they teach you hand-to-hand combat.
I love me some Shinsu Chu, one of my favorite players of all time.
Yeah.
But it's a one-sided match.
He's only 4 feet tall.
Okay, but this dude, blood-sucking fangs?
So the thing with that, though, is that look at what they're attacking. This thing is attacking, leopards. It's attacking goats.
I understand that, but...
And then it just kind of sucks their blood after it attacks them. It's like a coyote, basically. A coyote with mange. Maybe like a hyper coyote.
Okay. I don't know if I agree with that.
What do you mean? I think size-wise and temperament-wise, it's probably pretty close to a coyote. That's what a lot of people think they are, just a coyote with mange.
That's true.
Or a dog with mange.
Chupacabra reports simply coyotes infected with the parasite. Not reading that. Can't read it because I don't know how. Sarcoptes scabies is essentially just what, scabies?
Sure.
Or it's a mite. It's a parasitic mite. So.
I think that's what scabies is too.
Yeah.
I think it's a mite.
But
parasite.
Okay, but I guess if I'm pairing a coyote against Chew
with a baseball bat, and he can throw some balls. We know he's got a rocket for an arm. Also,
it's just one chupacabra.
Yeah, just one little 4 foot, and that's like 4 foot tall standing. I think they're usually 2 foot bipedal creature. I think he's got a significant weight advantage, but who knows how much that comes into play with a predator like that. I don't know. I think it's it's close. I don't know. I see Chew taking it in a very bloody match.
That's.
I think he gets clawed up quite a bit, but I think with that bat, he's got quite a bit of range.
Yeah, he's got
with that. Like
yeah,
he won't even let him get that close.
He's got the reach with the bat.
If he goes for the neck, he just like lifts his shoulders a little bit, and the ear flaps protect the jugulars.
It just takes one swing too.
Yeah, one good solid swing from a major leaguer.
When he's got it. So you know what?
That 445 slugging is going to come into play.
Man, I think wow.
Did I talk you into it?
I think you did, but
I think it's gonna be close.
Barely.
Maybe it's one of those where, he ends up bleeding out by the end of it, so they both kind of die, like reaching out toward each other. It's one of those very noble battles.
It's a movie that has no happy ending.
Yeah, it's the perfect storm.
All right, you know what? I think I'm with you. I think having the range of motion he has with the bat.
Yeah.
He can keep himself at a distance.
Protect himself enough.
At a safe distance.
Distract him with the baseballs.
Yeah.
Here, boy.
I keep forgetting about the baseballs. He's got a rocket for an arm, too.
Yeah. He's got a cannon.
Here,
boy.
I would assume.
Sneaks up behind him.
I would assume, too, it's not like they're not just like teleporting to the match and like then fight, like Street Fighter. Or whatever. I'm for some reason I'm just imagining Chew just standing there and he like hears something or looks down, it's like the scene from Jurassic Park where you see the water going.
Yeah.
And then he looks up and he just sees a chupacabra and he's like, what in the absolute fuck is that thing? So he grabs his bucket of balls and just
starts heaving them.
Throwing nukes at him, and one's gonna hit him at least because he had such a lethal arm.
Yeah, exactly.
So one's gonna hit him and at least stun the thing.
Yeah,
to where he can go. Yeah, no,
taking an 80+ mile an hour.
Yeah,
fastball to the face or neck because these things they're pretty scrawny looking.
Yeah,
they're kind of muscly, but they're scrawny. Don't have a lot of padding on there to take a fastball to the noggin.
You know what? All right. I think you talked me into it.
Yeah. We're going Chew.
I think Shin-Soo Choo.
Shin-Soo Choo. I always loved how they announced his name at the ballpark. Shin-Soo Choo. I don't know. I always loved the pause.
And he hits a triple down the line.
Triple down the line. Oh, man. And then throws out a guy at first from right field somehow. All right, are we ready? Shin-Soo Choo.
Shin-Soo Choo. Ding.
Okay, down to our main event here. Last big match here.
Oh, you don't have 4?
No, I only did 3 this time.
All right.
Figured we'd shorten it up a little bit on this one. I feel like we're going to be talking a while on this one though, because it's another one with multiple people. So, all right. I got off the train theme a little bit, so not a little bit. It's completely off the train theme. But anyway, main event here in a tornado tag team match. We have Steph Curry and Tim Allen versus Tim Curry.
I knew. Okay.
Versus Tim Curry and Josh Allen.
I knew that was coming. I knew Tim Curry was coming.
Yeah. Steph Curry, Tim Allen versus Tim Curry and Josh Allen.
Final round.
That's the Buffalo Bills quarterback, Josh Allen, for those wondering. This is a tornado tag match. I feel like it has to be because, Josh Allen versus Tim Allen, I think is just...
That is a whole... Yeah.
That's a bloodbath. So, I think tornado tag match. So, like the heavy can go against heavy. and then the actors can face off.
I think.
And this is Prime versus Prime.
Yeah.
So
are any of the are the actors, are they in any sort of character or just themselves?
I think just themselves.
Okay.
Not any character. Although Tim Allen, other than like Santa Claus, is basically just Tim Allen and everything.
Yeah.
But Tim Curry obviously has quite a wide range of characters.
Obviously,
to choose from.
His big one is what, It?
I mean, his most famous one is, well, there's probably a couple. The big first one was from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh yeah.
That was like his big like Hollywood break, I think. And then he was It, and he was
okay. But what is
he was the butler in Clue, the movie.
Yeah. All right. What do any of these people bring to the table other than like Josh Allen? Like,
well, I mean, Steph Curry's he's a physically fit dude. He's pretty. I mean, he's six. I got their stats. Steph Curry 6'2", 185. Although that seems a little fishy. I don't know. He seems heavier than that to me. I don't know why. But that was like, I think that might be like his college statistics. I don't know. His fighting style is unclear. I don't know anything about basketball. All I know is that he shoots a lot of threes. Is that still the case?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does he get like physical at all?
The only physical I really remember, like, he's really famous for any kind of physicality. And I'm probably being biased because I don't really watch basketball.
Yeah.
I do.
But again, this is prime Steph Curry, so this is probably like 6 years ago.
So I'm referring to the finals.
Yeah.
When they were playing the Cavs.
Mm-hmm. That was what, 16?
When they played like 4 years in a row.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But I'm talking about when the Cavs won it all. Mm-hmm. So 2016. I think it was Game 6. Golden State was frustrated and blah blah blah, and there was some like Steph Curry got called for a foul. And he like got super pissed and like ripped out his stupid mouth guard that he wears every game. Ripped it out and just like chucked it at a fan.
At a fan.
Like, I mean, I don't think he was directly. I don't think he was throwing
just, like,
it
threw
at,
it in the crowd.
But like it like hit the fan like in the head, and the fan's like, "What the fuck?" I mean, to his credit, and he immediately went and apologized to the guy. But like,
yeah.
So as far as physicality, that's like...
Yeah, but he's not like, going hard in the paint.
Yeah, it's not like Draymond Green kicking people in the balls every night.
Yeah. So, okay. So that's Steph Curry. We got Tim Allen, 5'10". He's got like working man strength and dexterity.
Okay, so...
Also, so prime Tim... This is all prime versus prime versus prime versus prime. So, yeah, I said Steph Curry was like, like 5-ish years ago.
So Tim Allen would be 90s.
Tim Allen, like probably like
90s.
1990-ish. Tim Curry, I said like around 1980. And then Josh Allen was like a couple of years ago, probably. Was probably his like physical prime.
I think he's still in his prime now.
Well, yeah, probably.
No, as far as matter. Man, okay, so is this just a straight up tornado, like a clean, just straight up tornado?
Yeah, just
like, no weapons,
just those
nothing,
guys. Yep.
Just. All right. I mean, Josh Allen. Okay, who? So it's Tim Curry and Josh Allen, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I think they're at the immediate advantage just because they have Josh Allen.
Yeah, I think because it's going to ultimately come down because they're not going to all four be fighting. It's going to be Tim Allen and Tim Curry, and then Josh Allen versus Steph Curry.
I mean, that Josh Allen.
Yeah, that's kind of. He's going to dominate. I think Steph probably has the quickness, the agility advantage.
I think Josh Allen.
So he might be able to like take advantage of the situation a little bit there. I think I think Tim Allen might have like a strength advantage. Maybe, I don't know.
Josh Allen is a tight end playing quarterback.
Yeah, I didn't realize how big he was. He's 6'5", 235. He likes to get physical despite being a quarterback. He just kind of goes head on into people, which is super reckless.
Which is crazy that he's not had a crazy injury history.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. He's got he's got more straight line speed, not so much like the quickness side to side, and then obviously the strength advantage over everybody in the field. Tim Allen, clumsy and accident prone, so that's a disadvantage. But also, like, might be like a little more durability. He's got a little higher tolerance to pain because he's electrocuting himself all the time.
Is he still on drugs at this point, or was that 80s Tim Allen?
So this is I said his prime was like right around 1990, so he might be still
little remnants,
still around a little bit. So that's a key part of this. So and then Tim Curry 5'9". Rocky Horror was in 1975, so he's just like around that era of Tim Curry is what we're looking at. He's a 3-tool guy. He can sing, dance, and act.
None of which bring anything to the table in this match.
Well, you got to have good stamina to be able to do all three of those things on stage.
But like,
gives him some grace, flexibility, that sort of stuff. Sort of stuff with a T. Yeah. He's got some strength, little stamina, that kind of thing. He's not just like your average bloke. And again, he's facing Tim Allen, so like he doesn't have to have like a huge strength advantage to take him on. But he's an average guy too.
But it's a draw because I'm thinking Tim Allen's going to take Tim Curry all day.
Yeah,
and Allen's taking
Allen's
taking Steph Curry to the cleaners. Like that's not even close.
Okay, so if you think
because
Tim Allen takes down Tim Curry,
I don't even think Steph Curry has the athletic advantage over Josh Allen because Josh Allen is super uber athletic too.
Josh Allen doesn't have to play, 50 minutes of a basketball, or it's not 50 minutes. How long's a basketball game?
I understand
48
that.
minutes?
I understand that, but we're in a.
But it's stamina though. He's got a crazy stamina advantage, I would imagine, as a basketball player.
To play like Josh Allen does in a 60-minute football game, takes an insane amount of stamina.
I don't think it's as one-sided as you're thinking it is.
I think it is. Oh,
I said, he's got more of the straight line speed versus like the agility factor.
I mean, what's Steph Curry gonna do to him? Pinch him?
I mean, I imagine he could like throw a punch,
but like he has to reach up. Like, is it really gonna like do anything?
I mean, he's 6'2" to 6'5". It's not like it's not like he's Andre the Giant.
Fair enough, but
and think about a wrestling match and look at like Triple H facing anybody smaller than him. It's always like an even bout. Like he never goes in there and dominates anybody, even if they are smaller than him.
But Triple H isn't as athletic as Josh Allen. Triple H was roided up. Like crazy,
but he's got the strength advantage. It's like Randy Orton facing like Kofi Kingston or something.
You talking shit about Kofi Kingston?
No, you are in this scenario.
No, I'm not.
Because you're saying Steph Curry would just lay.
I'm not saying it's linear.
Lay down for Josh Allen.
I'm not saying it's linear. I'm not saying every situation's the same. I'm saying in this specific matchup, Steph Curry doesn't hold a candle to Josh Allen.
How much of this is based on the fact that you can't stand Steph Curry?
I don't even really hate
80%?
him. I really don't even hate him. I don't. Like, he's not my favorite, but I'm not biased against him. Like, I don't care. But
I just think you're not giving him as much credit as he deserves.
I don't think you're giving Josh Allen the credit he deserves.
I mean, I'm saying, I know that he's got the advantage. I just don't think it's as one-sided as you're saying it is. Like, you're saying it's like a one punch and he's done kind of situation.
No. I'm not saying that.
You said he's taking him to the cleaners.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's a good fight for a minute.
It'll be like,
so my other wrinkle.
It'll be like when, like, if Spike Dudley or the Hurricane gets like a punch on the Rock. And the Rock's like, all right.
I don't know that it's quite that.
I'm not saying it's that. I'm just making drastic. I'm just making.
So here was my other thing. You said that you think Tim Allen takes down Tim Curry pretty quickly. If you, I think Steph can hold off Josh Allen long enough for Tim Allen to take down Tim Curry and kind of like get him out of the situation. And now if it's Steph Curry and Tim Allen versus Josh Allen.
Josh Allen's still taking that.
Can Tim Allen distract Josh Allen enough for Steph Curry to like get some good knocks.
Have you not seen Josh Allen bowl over linebackers to score a touchdown? You think he ain't getting past Steph Curry and Tim Allen?
But like he's just got to distract him enough for Steph Curry to kind of get in and get some.
You're a quarterback. You can't get distracted. Sorry.
Even if somebody's standing next to you going, no?
Yeah, I think I don't know. I can't speak for Josh Allen, but I feel like if I was Josh Allen, that would just piss me the fuck off.
Well, that's the thing. Like he starts seeing red, and then Steph can get in there and take advantage of his distraction.
I don't think it would be enough to be a distraction. No. I don't.
What if we allow weapons into this? What happens then?
Well, that makes it a little more fair.
Yeah. What if Tim Allen can like put a motorcycle engine on a?
Then you just go Jack and the Beanstalk and you just chop down the tree, which is Josh Allen. You just take out Josh's knees. But
we've seen he can jump over guys, so I don't know. I feel like he's got
that goes back to your
leap.
distraction thing. One guy distracts him, the other guy hits him behind the MCL there. And
do you think they can be coordinated enough that even if without the weapons, they could kind of one goes low, one goes high, so either way somebody's taking them down?
That's interesting. I can see that.
Do you think they're smart? Do you think Steph is a good enough tactician?
I think so.
As a leader of a team, as a leader of a multi championship winning basketball team, you think he could work with Tim? Come here, Timmy. This is what we're gonna do.
I don't know, man. Like, maybe a little.
Ultimately, I think you're right. I just think I wanted to draw it out a little more. I think Josh and Tim. I think maybe.
I think Tim.
Maybe while in the moments where they're double teaming Josh Allen, one's going low, one's going high. Tim probably gets a little beat up in that action. Steph's worse for the wear.
Tim Curry swoops in for the steal.
In comes Tim Curry in drag.
Did you almost say Tiff Curry?
Tiff Curry. Yeah. Yeah, in comes Tim Curry with his.
You beat me to it. I was literally about to say that.
On.
With his fish. Yeah, I was literally about to say that.
He just high kicks Tim Allen. Finisher gets the pin. And we're out.
And then Josh Allen turns on him after the match because nobody steals his victory. Even though they're on the same team. Josh Allen, his back is literally broken from carrying the team, and Curry got the win for doing nothing.
Well, yeah, it's a tornado tag. They both get credit.
This is the Josh Allen heel turn we've needed.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, I think Josh Allen, and I got to stop saying the last names because they're both the same way.
Yeah, Allen and Curry. I think no matter what, we can all agree Allen and Curry take it. But yeah, I think that was a good scenario. I think you're right.
It's kind of one of those things where Josh Allen and Tim Curry are the betting favorite, and ultimately it's probably closer than you would like.
Yeah,
and then ultimately I think you cash out.
That's mostly what happens with those wrestling matches anyway. It's like obviously that guy's
you're gonna
win.
Get the hope spot from Tim Allen or Steph Curry.
Yeah,
and then that's when fucking that weasel Tim Curry sneaks in.
Yeah, but yeah, I think so. I think that's it.
Yeah,
I think we figured it out.
I'm with you.
All right, you ready?
Ding, ding.
All right, and that's the show. That is the third iteration of the Ultimate Showdown. We hope you enjoyed it as much as I love making choo-choo puns, and you can pay that love as much as Bran hates them. And you can pay that love forward by sharing this podcast with your friends and your family and anybody who likes trains, I guess. Other such things. People named Alan. You can find us on Spotify and Podbean and Apple, I think, and wherever you get your podcasts.
Fellow conductor aficionados.
Yeah, those sort of things. So don't forget to like us on your platform of
cheese.
Platform of cheese. Just a big old 6x6 block of cheese to stand on.
As long as it's not Swiss.
Yeah, because then you fall in the holes.
Because it's overrated and it's awful.
It's not. It's none of those things. So don't get me started. We got to keep this brief. You can like us on Facebook. Oh, also subscribe. You don't want to miss an episode. The future episode upcoming where I tell you how Swiss cheese is a all-timer.
Is not elite. It is not elite cheese.
It's on the Rushmore.
Awful.
Don't get me started.
Awful.
You can like us on Facebook. Follow us at at CCWisePod on Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and Twitter. You can follow me on just about everything at Tyler_W. Where can the good folks find you?
You can find me on Twitter at bwise23. You can follow my Instagram at notthefakebw. And then once again on Twitter,
yeah, all of the things.
All of the things. You can also follow me on TikTok at notthefake_Brandon_Wise. So go ahead and join us in a couple weeks for another episode of Counterclockwise.
And stay Brolden.
I should have eaten before this.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and then I just kind of stopped thinking about it.
I was hungry, and then I just was like, I'm going to just stop being hungry.